You could make a deal. You could either have the 400 or we split whatever's in the safe. Door's opening. What? Now we got some professionals here to look at the safe finally after all this time. It was one of my viewers that suggested to call you guys. I said, hey, who should I call in Vegas? And they posted your number, whoever it was, so thank you. So we got them out here, and it's a what in Greenlee? What?
Sargent and Greenlee.
Sargent and Greenlee.
It's the manufacturer.
Is who makes this thing. They have a book. Is this a common unit, this one? This safe or the lock?
The lock.
Oh, I see the lock, and they just put that on.
The lock is not that common. It's a little bit more high security. That's why it has the extra turn knob on the front of the dial.
There's a lot going on with that dial because there's the key, there's the dial, there's the handle, there's and this thing is a solid. It's not like filled with concrete. It's solid steel.
Yeah.
Because
when steel plate.
It's like 2 inches, I think. It's crazy.
That's
wow. You got a book.
It's the MP series.
What era would this be from? Year what it was? Does it say? I've been debating whether or not it's like 100 years old or 50 years old or.
Could be 50.
Yeah.
50 isn't that long ago, because just saying. I was thinking maybe like 40s, 50s, 60s. I don't know. It looks like it was welded to something at some point. There's a big weld mark here.
Yeah, I don't, because there's no like rear hopper so I'm not sure what would have been on the back.
Like this dude, he ran a paving company. He was a Mormon dude, which is very common out here. So he was much into prepping and security, and he also had a lot of casino friends. Who knows how many bodies are buried under the concrete here? And so, but he was just into preserving things, and he probably got this, from a casino or something around here,
right?
As partial payment, or they gave it to him for because they needed something different. I'm just making up excuses because there's things that are at this property that I can't explain. But what method do you think you would use to try to open it?
We're going to pull the dial off and then drill a hole into the lock body where we can actually scope the wheels with the video camera and align all the wheels.
I see. Ooh. Because going in through that little hole I did, you can see the back of the mechanism.
Right.
But I don't think that'll help you.
Not unless we were directly on the back of the lock where we could possibly look through the combination change hole.
Yeah.
Possibly scope it that way, but even that's...
Because, I think that this is probably... What do you think this safe is worth if you were selling this in your store operable? What would a safe like this go for?
New?
Just as it is. If it worked, if I had the combo to this, what would I pay for this safe? Is it worth not destroying? That's,
Yeah, I'd probably try and sell it for maybe $1,000.
Yeah.
Probably $1,000.
Because what I was trying to figure out is, like, I can buy a safe for like, $300, $400, $500. So, depending on how much I'm going to spend on this thing with a new lock and paying you to fix it, like, is it worth keeping it or making it into an operable safe with a new mechanism?
Right.
Or is it trash? Because I could take a plasma cutter or something and probably cut a giant hole in it. But because I want to see what's in there.
Right.
There's something in there.
It's half-inch steel plate all the way around, so security-wise, it's a secure.
It's more than that because
it's safe for $600 or $700. That's you're getting a 14-gauge sheet metal and some drywall.
Yeah, this is more than a half inch.
Yeah,
it's like 2 straight inches. When you run the camera through this hole, at least this back plate.
It could be 1-inch plate all the way around.
And 1-inch plate, if you're buying a brand new 1-inch plate.
Bro, I'm telling you, I had a drill bit like that. And it didn't pop through till I was almost out of drill bit.
All the way at the end.
So,
Let's take a look.
Yeah.
I'm sure you got some kind of a gauge, but you might have a better camera than I do.
Is it for locking the door?
I couldn't figure out what the key does. Like, I found the key.
Well, they have different models where it works to where you lock the dial. So even if somebody does know the code itself.
Yeah. That's what I figured.
The dial won't spin.
Yeah, but it's like you can see it pushing on the.
I can see it.
But-
It lifts it up.
Maybe it's broke. I haven't,
Usually there would be a spot like you turn it back to 0,
and that's where it would.
and then
you
drop
lock it. I
it,
see.
but it's still just pushing up.
You know, silly me. I thought that would open it. I was like, oh, it's an override.
That would be perfect.
I thought it was an override. So, you know. When all else fails, get the vice grip. There it is.
There we go. All right.
There's that.
Harbor Freight, baby.
The book knows what it's talking about.
There we go.
Yeah?
Everybody loves those.
Yeah.
Yeah, see,
The weird
that's
part
supposed
is-
to clamp
so
down.
this moves up and down when you use the key.
But it wasn't working, huh? Maybe it's just
It
stuck.
moves like up, but normally there would be something in here to engage, and there's just nothing. There's
Maybe
nothing there
just-
for it to engage.
I wonder if
so-
the dude rigged it.
I don't know.
Let's have a look at this thing. It's manipulation proof. That is a.
That
Look where the mounting holes are. All right. Offset.
Everybody's like, call the lock picking lawyer.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, I'll fly his ass in.
Spring right into the back of the bolt.
How much is this going to cost me? What do you think?
Typical safe opening is about 400
For the drill opening repair?
for the drill opening.
Yeah. for the
Good
drill
Lord.
opening, Yeah.
We should gamble. We should gamble. What if you could make a deal? You could either have the 400 or we split whatever's in the safe.
Oh.
Like could be gold bars in there. Could be nothing.
Can't ask Nevada people to not take a gamble. That might be.
What's the issue? Like if
I'm trying to line up the manipulation-proof gate to have that drop in. That's why it's manipulation-proof, because you can't feel for the fence rubbing the wheels because it's held up by another mechanism
I see.
inside.
But if you could see where the there it is.
There's the drop
There's
in.
the drop in.
It's in. So all you have to do is turn the handle. Technically.
Boom, and that should be open.
Now it's.
Go ahead
Here
and
we
we'll
go.
pull that.
All right, so I'm gonna open it. The door's opening. Oh my gosh, there's the black leather thing. What? Okay, I was just bullshitting you guys. This is all prop fake money. It's clickbait. It's called clickbait. Like, there's nothing in the safe. Yeah, so forget the clickbait opening to the video. There's nothing in the safe. That was just movie prop money. Because I do movie props. It's fake. There's no money in the safe. There's never any money in the safe. Let this be a lesson to you. Every single I'm going to open this safe video. There's nothing in the safe. Stupid.
Whichever way it turns.
This way?
That's the guy.
That's it.
It's open. It's open. I can't believe it. I'm going to open it. Oh,
We got drawers.
Wow, there is drawers in there. Oh, so I never did. Oh, you know what? Wow. So I must have been going inside of this.
Your hole is up there.
There's the hole. There is. I told you I was seeing some kind of black leather.
Journal.
My personal journal. I hope his journal is full of $100 bills. There's nothing in the journal. There's literally nothing in the journal.
Oh, no.
I knew I was seeing this leather texture though.
You can write about this day in there.
One more drawer though. Oh wait. Nothing! There's absolutely nothing. It's a good thing you didn't take the split because you'd be going home with this book.
Half a journal.
Yeah. At least it would have been great if there was at least something written in here. I mean, come on. From Salt Lake City, of course, from 76. Wow. But you know what? So what was happening is my camera, this drawer was open just that much. My camera was going in through that little hole in wasn't seeing this pebble texture, and I was like, there's some kind of leather bag. Very cool though that there's shelves in here. And wow, how that's a solid inch.
Yeah.
Because there's 2 half-inch plates. And then look, you can see some other, here, I'll take the camera.
right.
You can see some other welds or something, like some other holes that have been done in there. I can't believe that this giant ass safe has nothing but that these little cams, I guess. You know, I expected much bigger bolts.
You got 4 big bars in there. Oh yeah.
Wow.
And that's why it was mounted sideways.
Unbelievable. And that's why it was mounted sideways.
Yeah, I put everything back in there. Yes.
So if I
It won't go down.
latch it back, it'll still operate, right?
Yeah, until you turn the spindle, but that's...
So yeah, look how thick. That's, dude, brah. Like, that's dude, that door is 1.5 inches. That's a solid inch of absolute steel. Wow, but you know what? For $400, I got like an unbreakable safe.
Yeah.
Like, you're not getting in there like in a hurry,
No.
right?
Definitely.
Because even if you, well, I guess if you knew where to drill and you had the camera, you could do this pretty quick.
That's ours.
Wow.
Numbers.
People are they're taking hammers to those Walmart Century safes.
you actually have...
You know, this is a real safe, and they're busting them open, and then if they find anything in there, they're lying. They're full of shit. Unless, I mean, I guess if somebody died and the safe was in there, but like the chances of that happen is like never. It's just not gonna happen. There's never anything in the safe, okay? Unless, of course, because even if somebody died and had stuff in the safe, somebody knows they got stuff in the safe. And they're going to go open it. And they're certainly not going to put it on YouTube if they open up the safe and there's stuff in there. So let this be a lesson to you. People are going, how come you didn't open the safe? For 1.5 years. When are you going to open the safe? What's in the safe? When are you going to open the safe? I'll tell you why I didn't want to open the safe. Because it's going to cost $500-600 to open the safe. And there's nothing in the safe. Don't be an idiot. Now I have a $1,000 safe that I bought for $600. There's nothing in the safe. Stupid.